Hi, this is Coach Colette, host of the Start Within podcast, and welcome back to another episode of Financial Fridays. Today, I want to continue the focus on BIPOC mental health with adding the layer of COVID-19. So you may know that a lack of access to testing or fear of being profiled while wearing a face mask and other issues are increasing the toxic stress and straining mental health in communities of color. We also cannot ignore the historic causes of mental health challenges in communities of color, which include the legacy of racism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, economic disparity, and systemic failures that all contribute to mental health struggles for BIPOC communities. And now COVID-19 has just greatly amplified this distress. We know that chronic stress can weaken immunity, which makes BIPOC populations even more vulnerable to diseases like COVID-19 and underlying health conditions that increase the risk of dying from COVID-19. A key risk factor in getting severely ill from COVID-19 is having an underlying health condition. And BIPOC communities are 1.5 to 2 times more likely than white communities to develop these major chronic health conditions. These include diabetes, lung diseases, and serious heart conditions that have been particularly linked to COVID-19 risk. While many of us have been able to quarantine or social distance to help minimize the spread of COVID-19, our essential workers don't have that option. And a disproportionately high number of Black and Latinx workers are unable to work remotely. This disparity is even more pronounced in the healthcare field, where Black workers are 50% more likely to be working in healthcare or social assistance, and 40% more likely to work in hospitals than white workers. Since workers of color are also overrepresented in the service industry, they're seeing higher unemployment rates as businesses like restaurants and retail stores either shut down for a period of time or go out of business completely. So now more than ever, it's really important for us to be re-examining our approach to offering services, to be vigilant about creating more culturally competent mental health and wellness care, and to continue the push to dismantle systemic and economic barriers that keep BIPOC communities locked in situations that are draining our collective resolve. Those are my thoughts for now, and get ready and listen up to today's tip from Singh.
Hello everyone, this is Singh, aka Investing of the Investing Podcast, with your weekly Financial Friday tip. Now is the time, with the quarantine getting unlifted, to educate yourself on various financial topics that you've been wondering about. That includes stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, and even ETFs. I definitely suggest looking into ETFs, as they're a cost-effective way to build real wealth. With that said, that is your weekly Financial Friday tip, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, it's Coach Colette again. I wanted to check in with you to see how you are doing in all of this. I know, at least for me, living in New York City, we have reached phase 3 when it comes to abilities to do things despite the pandemic. And yet I don't feel like I've changed my behavior all that much. Although I will say I have been to the local grocery to get fresh produce in the past couple of weeks, and that has really made a difference in terms of my physical well-being, and it's also helping my mental well-being. I also have rediscovered the little deck that is off of my bedroom outside, so it allows me the opportunity to be outside without having a mask and to get sunshine and fresh air without feeling the need to completely suit up, which is what I feel like I need to do in other times when I'm going to the store or other places outside. We actually have created a How Have You Been Coping survey, and I thought I would share some of the results with you to let you know that whatever you're feeling, you're not alone. So in terms of physical effects, 70% of the people that responded to the survey said that they feel exhausted or tired. 50% indicated having insomnia or problems with sleeping, and 40% indicated that they feel it in their body through tight muscles. In terms of mood, 80% of the people said that they feel like they can't stay focused and they're easily distracted. 70% have some feelings of anxiety or frustration, and 50% expressed feelings of worry, and also feeling stuck or not able to act. I share all of this to say again that we are all dealing with a combination of things from the COVID-19 pandemic. I know in California here in the US, dealing with we were open and now we have to close back down, and other states seeing spikes in cases. So know that you are not alone if you are feeling any of these physical symptoms or emotional or mental symptoms. And in the survey, we ask, what are people looking for in terms of ways that they would most likely like to get some kind of healing or relief? And 70% of the people responded said that guided meditation or mindfulness would be helpful. And 50% said that aromatherapy and self-care strategies would be helpful. So know that myself and my team, we are continuing to review these responses so that we can create wellness programs and options for you that can help support you through all of this. And we'll pop the link to this How Are You Coping survey in the show notes so that you can let us know how you're doing and let us know how we can support you. This is my passion, is to help particularly BIPOC leaders and people to thrive and be able to navigate all of this that we're dealing with as individuals and as a collective. So that's all for me for now. Take care, be well, and we'll be speaking again soon. So what is your takeaway from this week's Financial Fridays segment? What might you do differently around your money and your mindset? For more financial advice, you can check out Suki's podcast, Invest Singh, where I also share tips on his Wellness Wednesdays segment. If you enjoyed this episode and haven't already subscribed, you can do so on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Coach_Colette for more inspiration on personal growth and wellness. Tune in next Friday for another episode and get ready to start within to finish strong.